Hey guys.
Another Throwback Thursday, another In Flames video requested by this Patrono right here with episode 666. Wow, I feel like we should have done this on our 666th video on the channel. That would have been absolutely
That was a
perfect.
long time ago, dude. We
Wow,
post
fuck.
every day.
And
we've
multiple videos a day too.
And we do that. We've done this for 4 years now.
Do you think that would have video 666? You think that was in year one of the channel? I think so.
No, it was definitely like start of year 2.
You think so?
Because we started in July.
How
We
many
were already halfway.
I have to go check how many videos we have uploaded by now.
We have a lot.
But I think we have a lot. Yeah, I think you're right. Anyways, In Flames, it's that time of the month. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. I'm not a musician by no stretch of the imagination, but this is the kind of song that if I was and I was doing the sound check, I would do one of these. You know, they want the volume up,
Yeah.
right? I've always wanted to do one of those, but certain songs call it for more than others. This one, this song can only be heard one way, loud.
Loud, yeah.
There's no like.
That guitar part. where me and you, everyone can see right when that part came, when the guitars became something completely different from what the song was.
Oh, it was so chunky. The guitar, the riff.
It was chunky, but then it became very melodic and had a thickness to it, but still being very
melodic. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a nice change.
It was a nice change, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds
was
sounds
cool.
nice. And then instead of throwing it away, like a bastard child, they kept.
Oh, is that what they do with the bastard kids?
Oh, the bastard son of Odin. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the bastard son of Odin. He went with the bathwater.
Yeah,
All right.
And
I forgot about him. I mean, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time
since we talked about him. So.
And instead of throwing it away, they kept it with the whole vibe that they already had going on. They just kept it there at the side, kind of going at the same pace. And
kind of incorporated it.
Yeah, kind of weaving itself into the song, and it felt really nice.
The whole track is like this incredible guitar experience. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the vocals on this track. I love the raspiness, the darkness that the vocals have, and how consistent they are. And I also like some of those backtracks of the vocals being added into it, because it creates volume. It adds a little bit of a nice nuance, makes the song feel slightly darker. But to me, this song is all about the riffage. Like, the guitar playing on this track. I love the heaviness, I love the chunkiness, but still the drive. And then, like you said, the melody that came in and kind of incorporated itself perfectly with the song. But this is one of those tracks, like I said at the beginning, loud. You can only listen to this loud.
Yeah.
This is not one of those that, your mother's sleeping, so put the volume down.
Fuck that.
This has got to be all the way up. Like, seriously, how chunky is this song? How fast, like, always moving. It's not really moving fast, but it's moving at a nice clip. Like, it has this, like, a nice tempo to it. I love the sound of the guitars on this song. I love how the vocals kind of interact. That break, that more melodic break was really needed. Otherwise, I feel like the song would feel very repetitive.
Yeah.
Because it's super hooky.
It is very hooky, but they added so much to kind of like not off balance, but like make the song feel fresh. Every time they would add something in, the song felt fresh and felt new.
I don't know about you, but every time that we would progress and we would get close into that chorus, I was like, oh, I can't wait for him to say episode 66. That part of the chorus was so hooky. That part was so hooky.
The thing is, I know what he's saying, obviously, episode 666, but the first time I thought he said 66, and I'm like, episode 66? And then he said it again, and I'm like, oh, it's 666. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know why I heard 66.
I don't know. That's 1/6 too short of a full basket.
Exactly.
Or of a full demon
I'm like,
spawn.
did he go 1/6 too short? Like,
yeah, that was 1/6 too short of Omen. You know what I mean? So, I just love that part because, like, you're listening to the song, you're vibing to the guitars, you're vibing to the groove that the track has, to the heaviness that the track has, and then you know the chorus is coming, and you know he's gonna say episode 6. And it was like so hooky.
And every time he said 666, there would be a little guitar
it was
thing
just
there.
fucking amazing. I just absolutely
little
loved
lick.
it. I was always looking forward to it. It became a little repetitive because they specifically as it gets towards the end of the song, it's just like freaking on loop. But I didn't care because the guitar sounded so good and his voice in that chorus sounded so interesting to me. The way he was saying the words, it was like so hooky. Like,
But then every time after, you get
I was
a
just
little
like,
guitar
fuck it, just give it to me.
right after.
Yeah, so like the whole combination of what leads into the chorus and then how you come out of that chorus,
They're
the
able
whole
to
thing
make the
was
song
just,
feel repetitive, but not
boring.
But not boring. Yeah, it's repetitive, but it's always.
And I think that adds to the whole reason why I'm saying it's really hooky. It's just catchy because it repeats itself, but it's not boring. It's not like you're like, oh fuck,
Stop
oh
it, like-
again. Like how many times
yeah.
you have to say that? No, like I want to listen to it all the time because it sounds good in my ears. It just sounded really good. It's almost like it sounded fresh every single time, even though it wasn't, because I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
And I was just happy that I was there to enjoy it. I just really love the track. It's built in a very simple way from a construction perspective. It's really like A B. Like it's not a overly complex song.
Yeah.
And it's easy for you to understand it, but it's so groovy. It's the heaviness, the melody, the vocals, the core. Everything is just so perfect. And I think the other thing is, I say this a lot, specifically when I do album reviews. I think you always have to look at what you have when you're putting a song or overall when you're putting an album together. A track like this being under the 4-minute mark, it's around 3 minutes and 40 seconds. If this song goes over 4 minutes, it becomes boring.
Yeah.
Because now you're going to that same well too many times. Like it's good in small doses because you're enjoying it and it's coming at you all the time and it's interesting. But if you go for another minute of episode 666 in that chorus on repeat, then it loses a little bit of its luster.
Yeah, lose some of the flair.
So understanding how you're constructing this song, the dynamics that the song have, and then incorporating that with the time of the length of the song itself, it's really key.
Yeah.
Because you could have a perfect song, but if you go over a certain period of time, you completely ruin everything that came before. So understanding what you have and how can we make it that's impactful but not repetitive, finding out the perfect formula. Not every time you see that. Sometimes bands have such a great song and then they go on for like a minute or 2 minutes too long. Or they have a great album, but they went like 2 songs overboard.
Too much.
And now some people may say, wow, fuck. If the album is good, 2 more songs is even better. No, sometimes there's too much of a good thing.
Yeah.
So I want a song and an album equally to leave me wanting for more. So that when you reach the end, you're like, fuck, I cannot wait to listen to it again.
Yeah, because if you're full, like if you're listening to
if
the
you
album,
if you get to the end and you're full, you're like, oh fuck, now I need a break from this.
Yeah.
And then with music these days, there's so much out there for you to listen to. Guess what? In that in between time, you go listen to something else, and then you forget that you were even listening to that one to begin with. You just move on. So I want a song like this. When it's finished, I'm like, fuck, play it again. I'm ready for another dose. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if it's a minute long or an album, if it goes overextends itself, you're like, that was cool, whatever. But now I need to go listen to something else.
Yeah. Because I feel like I've been here too long.
Yeah, you kind of like I liked it, but I feel like I just like you. This doesn't apply to every single song, obviously. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like every song that goes over over the 4-minute mark is repetitive and boring. No, you have to understand the songs that are built in this very specific kind of way.
Exactly.
Like
this formula is made for like the 3.5 minute mark.
Listen, if I'm listening to a Leprous song, or I'm listening to Opeth, or I'm listening to Winter Sun, or whatever,
those are songs that take you on journeys, and they're supposed to be long.
And I'm okay with that because they don't repeat themselves. You're constantly moving forward, and you're seeing different sceneries. It's almost like you're on a train ride. And you're still on the same train, but every time you look out the window, every 5 minutes, you're seeing it's a new view. Exactly. So you have to understand what you have in your hands as far as a song or album is concerned, and then adjust in order to get the most out of it, not to get the worst out of it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you can have great 11 players, but if they're all defenders, guess what? You're not going to win many games.
That's true.
So
unless you play 11 at the back.
Or, still, you're not going to win a lot of games. You may tie.
A lot of games.
You're not going to win a lot of games. So I think that's really important for a song like this, with this dynamic, with this repetition. It has the perfect length for me to say, play it again.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that episode 666 part. Really do. All right, guys, this is it for this Patreon request for this Thursday. Come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.